welcome to today's lesson. My name is Gordon McAllister. Today we're going to cover quite a lot of topics that hopefully will act as a good foundation on which to build your guitar skills for the future. First of all, we should get in tune. Here's my low E string. The A string. The D string. The G string, the B string, and finally the high E. Now, hopefully that should be us in tune. There are many devices available to you on the market, such as an electronic tuner the same as mine. They're not overly expensive. Or you can simply just use the reference notes I've given you, and that should be concert pitch. Now the first thing we're going to do is play our first chords. There's a few pointers I'll make you aware of when playing them. The fingers 1, 2, 3 and 4 on the left hand. And you'll hear me referring to frets. This is the first fret, the second fret, the third fret, the fourth fret, etc. So in playing our first C major chord, let's take our first finger, place it on the first fret of the second string, the B string. Take our second finger, place it on the second fret of the D string. And take our third finger and place it on the third fret of the fifth string, A. Try to avoid the first joint collapsing like this. Keep the first joint high. This is very important. And when you're ready and hand in position, don't play the sixth string E, but just play from the fifth down, apply pressure with the left hand. Oh, there we are. And just have each note ringing. If you hear this, a note what we call choking, just correct the left hand slightly by raising it to give clearance. Now these rules will apply to every chord that we'll look at. So there's our first chord, C major. And notice very little technique with the right hand at the moment. It's just one strum down. That sounds good. Okay, let's look at a D major chord now. This would remind you of a triangle. First finger, second fret, third string. Second finger, second fret, first string. And the third finger in between, third fret on the second string. And here we ignore string 6 and 5 and play only from the fourth string, D open. Again, apply the pressure, and there's our perfect D. D major. Okay, let's move on. This one's going to be called G major. First finger, second fret, fifth string. Second finger, third fret, sixth string. And over here, we've got our third finger coming in right over on the first string. Again, all the strings can be played now. Apply the pressure, keep the joint high, and there we have a perfect G. Let me just play those three chords together. I'm going to do them in reverse order. Just smoothly and connected like that. G, D major, C major, and back to G. There are our first three chords. Now we're going to look at an E major chord. This one again will play all 6 strings. We're going to put our second finger, second fret, fifth string, third finger, second fret, fourth string, and the first finger around here on the first fret on the third string. And strings 1 and 2 and 6 are open. Again, apply pressure, keep the joint high. There's a nice E major chord. At this point I'm going to just talk about chords in general. There are really only 3 types of chords that you're going to learn. that's going to be major chords, which we've looked at. There's going to be another chord called a minor chord, and finally another one called a dominant seventh. So really throughout your career there's going to be three main types of chords: major, minor and dominant. And it is important for us to hear the difference between them. I'm going to play for you this E major chord again. And you can hear that it's got an up sound to it. You can use your own words to describe it: bright, happy, up. Now let's have a listen to a minor chord. Simply all we're going to do is take off our first finger. Now listen to this sound. That's the opposite of major. So if one was bright or happy, then the sound of the minor would be described as sad or dark. Two very distinctive sounds: major and minor. And I think now I'll let you hear the sound of the dominant seventh. To do this, E seventh, we simply take off the third finger and have a listen to this sound. One more time. Now the dominant seventh has got a tension to it. So we've got three sounds now that we can put words to: happy or bright, dark or sad, and the dominant chord, tense. And when playing songs, these three sounds will be in every song that you're going to learn in the future. So it's important to have a sort of reference to them: happy,